My child, pause right here. Don't look away, don't swipe, don't let anything around you steal this moment from your spirit. Something holy is unfolding around you right now. Something you cannot see with your eyes, but your heart feels it. There is a pull inside you, a strange heaviness mixed with warmth, a pressure that you cannot explain, that is not chance, that is not coincidence, that is not imagination. That is my voice stretching into your spirit. Listen to me, beloved. I am calling you with an urgency that heaven has carried for you for longer than you understand. You think you just happened to stop here. You think this message came randomly. But I tell you this with all authority, I brought you here on purpose. I place these words before you because your soul is standing at the edge of a moment that will not repeat itself. You are inside a spiritual window that will shift soon, a window heaven has been preparing for you, and now I need your full attention. My child, listen carefully. There is a countdown happening around your life, not the kind measured by clocks, not the kind you see on screens, not the kind tied to seconds or minutes. This is a countdown woven into eternity itself. It is happening inside the realm your eyes cannot see, the realm where angels travel, where prayers rise, where battles are fought, where destiny is shaped. And in this realm, there are only a handful of spiritual minutes left for this divine moment that has opened for you. Moments that are filled with weight. Moments that are filled with purpose. Moments that are filled with truth strong enough to shift the direction of your life. My child, you feel something pulling at you right now, something tightening around your spirit like an invisible hand reaching through the veil to draw you closer. That is me. That is my presence. That is my love refusing to let you slip away from what I am trying to give you. You are not here by mistake. You are here because I have seen your tears even when you hid them. I have watched your heart break in silence. I have felt the heaviness in your chest when you tried to act strong for others. I have walked beside you through nights when your thoughts were too loud to rest. I have been near you when you felt numb, when you felt empty, when you felt like your prayers were hitting the ceiling. I never left. And now, in these sacred minutes, I am speaking louder than I ever have because your spirit is ready to hear what your heart has been longing for. Stay right here, my child. Do not scroll. Do not get distracted. The enemy will try, because he senses what is happening inside you. He knows you are waking up. He knows something is stirring in you that he cannot stop. He knows your spirit is turning toward me again. And so he will whisper lies, he will tug at your mind, he will try to push your attention away, but don't move. Don't let him interrupt what I am trying to ignite inside you. Listen to me with everything you are. I am speaking into the part of you that you hide from the world, the part that aches, the part that questions, the part that wonders if anything will ever truly change. I am speaking to the version of you that you don't show others, the version that smiles on the outside while trembling on the inside. I am speaking to the broken places, the tired places, the quiet places where your hope is almost gone. I am reaching into the room you keep locked in your heart, the one filled with memories, regrets, fears, wounds, and unanswered questions. My precious child, hear me, I see you. I have always seen you. I know the battles you fought alone. I know the weight that sits on your chest when you lie awake at night. I know the thoughts that have tormented your peace. I know the guilt that tries to creep into your spirit. I know the moments you replay decisions you regret. I know how many times you blamed yourself for things that were never your fault. I know the times you wanted to scream but kept silent. I know the moments you almost gave up, but something inside you, a tiny spark, kept you going. That spark was me. I have been keeping you even when you thought you were keeping yourself. I have been holding you even when you felt abandoned. I have been protecting you from battles you didn't know existed. And now, these final spiritual minutes are a turning point for you. Heaven is leaning close. Angels are standing around you, watching the direction of your heart, waiting to see how you respond to my voice. They are not watching with judgment. They are not watching with anger. They are watching with hope. Because they know what I have been preparing for you. They know the breakthroughs waiting for your yes. They know the healing that will rush into your life when you surrender. They know the restoration I am ready to pour out. They know the purpose that is attached to your name. My child, you have walked with wounds that ran deeper than words could explain. You have carried pain that didn't fade even with time. Some of the hurt you still feel is not from yesterday, it is from years ago. You have moved through life with pieces of yourself scattered in memories you don't like visiting. You have learned to function while broken. You have learned to smile while aching. You have learned to survive when you wanted to rest. But hear me, survival is not the life I created for you. I am calling you out of survival and into purpose. I am calling you out of numbness and into awakening. I am calling you out of pain and into healing. I am calling you out of exhaustion and into restoration. These minutes matter because they are the beginning of that shift. My child, pay attention. The pressure you felt lately, the heaviness on your mind, the strange emotional waves, the sudden confusion, the unexpected sadness, these were not random. These were signs. Signs that the enemy sensed this moment approaching and intensified his attacks. He saw that your spirit was drawing closer to me. He saw that something inside you was changing. And because he feared losing the grip he tried to keep on your mind, he pushed harder. He tried to tire you out. He tried to overwhelm you. He tried to make you believe you were alone. He tried to convince you that nothing was shifting. He tried to drown you in doubts. He tried to bury you in discouragement. But he failed. Because you are here. Because your spirit answered when I called. Listen closely, child. The enemy has studied your weaknesses, but I have written your destiny. He has watched your tears, but I have counted them. He has heard your fears, but I have planned your future. He has attacked your heart, but I have protected your life. He does not win this moment. Not if you stay. Not if you listen. Not if you let my words touch the parts you hide. My child, my voice is breaking through layers inside you right now. I am speaking to the wounds you buried. I am breathing into the places inside you that felt empty. I am rekindling the faith you thought you lost. I am awakening the identity you forgot. I am strengthening the spirit that has been tired for too long. Do not leave this moment. Do not scroll away from this truth. Do not disconnect from what your heart is finally beginning to feel. Because this is only the beginning. There is more I need to tell you. More I need to reveal. More I need to heal. More I need to restore. Stay with me, my child. You are standing on holy ground. You are standing inside a divine interruption. You are standing in a moment where heaven is reaching for you with open arms. And I am not done speaking. My child, stay here. Breathe for a moment. Let your heart settle. Let your mind be still. Because what I am about to reveal goes deeper than anything I've spoken to you before. You are stepping into a part of this message where the atmosphere around your life begins to shift. Not because of emotion. Not because of fear. But because your spirit is finally opening its eyes. You have been asleep for a long time, not physically, but spiritually. You have walked through days where your body moved but your soul felt stuck. You have carried responsibilities with a heavy heart, pretending to be present while your inner world wandered in places even you didn't understand. You have given your energy to things that drained you, people who didn't value you, situations that pulled more out of you than they ever returned. And through it all, you whispered silently, "God, I'm tired. I don't know how much more I can take." I heard you. And I watched angels stand beside you during those quiet moments when you thought the world had forgotten you. They saw the nights you held back tears. They saw the mornings where getting up felt like a battle. They saw the days where you forced yourself to smile, not because you were all right, but because you didn't want to burden anyone else with your truth. And every time your heart cracked a little more, heaven felt it. That is why this moment is so important. My child, listen, everything you've been experiencing lately, the confusion, the pressure, the emotional intensity, the sudden heaviness, the unexpected waves of sadness, the strange sense that something is shifting around you. It has not been random. These have been signs of a spiritual transition. Your spirit has been entering a new cycle, one that the enemy tried to block but could not stop. You felt the tension because what is leaving your life and what is entering your life have been clashing in the unseen realm. You wondered why you felt torn. You wondered why you felt spiritually sensitive. You wondered why your emotions seemed louder. You wondered why simple things felt heavy. You wondered why your mind was restless. Now you know, heaven has been preparing you. These spiritual minutes you are standing in right now are part of that preparation. They are not ordinary moments. They are not moments to rush through or ignore. They are moments where the veil between your world and mine becomes thinner. Moments where revelation flows freely. Moments where truth enters your heart with clarity. Moments where your destiny calls your name louder than your doubt. Stay with me. Don't drift. Don't let your mind wander. Don't let distractions steal what I'm giving you. My voice is reaching deeper now. I want you to understand something that you've never truly grasped: you are not weak. You have never been weak. You have mistaken exhaustion for weakness. You have mistaken overwhelm for failure. You have mistaken silence for abandonment. You have mistaken delay for denial. But, my child, none of these things were true. Your strength did not disappear. It was buried under the weight you were never meant to carry alone. I watched you carry burdens that belonged in my hands. I watched you try to fix what you should have given to me. I watched you battle things in your thoughts that required my power, not your will. I watched you hold on to people I warned you about. I watched you trust voices that did not deserve access to your heart. And even when it hurt you, I stayed. Even when you strayed, I didn't walk away. Even when you broke, I held every piece. My child, hear me, there is nothing you have done that has made me love you less. There is nothing you have thought that has pushed me away. There is nothing you have faced that I have not walked through with you. You think you are unworthy because of your past. You think your mistakes disqualify you. You think the shame you carry makes you less lovable. You think your failures have changed my heart toward you. But none of this is true. You are loved with a love that does not shift. You are held with a strength that does not weaken. You are chosen with a purpose that does not expire. You are covered with a grace that does not run out. And my child, this moment you are standing in right now is not about judgment. It is not about punishment. It is not about exposing your flaws. This moment is about awakening your soul to the truth that has been overshadowed by pain, fear, and exhaustion. Heaven has been trying to get your attention for so long. Through signs. Through dreams. Through sudden thoughts. Through strange coincidences. Through emotional moments that didn't make sense. through quiet whispers you felt but ignored. And now, I am speaking plainly. Because you are ready. My child, look at your life, really look. You have survived things that should have broken you. You have endured storms that were meant to drown you. You have walked through valleys that swallowed others. You have faced losses that could have hardened your heart beyond repair. You have gone through seasons where everything around you felt like it was falling apart. Yet here you are. Still breathing. Still standing. Still searching for me. Still longing for truth. Still fighting to be better. Still holding on to hope even when you felt empty. This is not weakness, this is strength. Strength you don't give yourself credit for. Strength you didn't know existed. Strength that comes from me. And now I am telling you, with all the love in my voice, you are entering a divine shift. Listen to my words, this is not the end. This is not the breaking point. This is not your downfall. This is not where you lose yourself. This is not where your story closes. This is where you rise. This is where fear loses its grip. This is where your heart softens again. This is where your spirit wakes up fully. But to enter this new chapter, your heart must remain in this moment. The enemy has been whispering distractions into your mind even now. Thoughts like, maybe I'll read this later. I'm too tired. This is too long. I shouldn't feel this emotional. This can wait. No, my child. This cannot wait. This is the moment heaven has been preparing for you. This is the moment your spirit has been craving. This is the moment your destiny has been waiting for. Let me show you something. The enemy didn't attack you because you were weak. He attacked you because you were close to awakening. He attacked your peace because he saw purpose forming. He attacked your confidence because he knew what I placed inside you. He attacked your relationships because he saw who you were becoming. He attacked your mind because he feared your clarity. But his time is ending. His influence is weakening. His strategies are failing. His hold over your emotions is breaking. Why? Because you are returning to me. Because you are stepping into an identity that terrifies him. My child, hear me, the enemy's greatest fear is not your past. It is your future. He fears what you will become when you realize how deeply I love you. He fears what will happen when you stop believing his lies. He fears your transformation. He fears your obedience. He fears your closeness to me. He fears the authority I placed inside you before you were born. And now that you are stepping into these spiritual minutes with an open heart, he knows he is losing ground. Your heart is responding. Your soul is remembering me. These feelings inside you, the tingling, the pressure, the warmth, the sudden emotion, the tightness in your chest, the sense of being seen, these are signs that your spirit is aligning with my presence. You are not imagining this. You are not overthinking. You are not reading too much into it. This is real. This is happening. This is divine. My child, I am right here with you. Stay with me for what comes next. Do not move. Do not scroll. Do not allow anything to break this moment. Because the heaviest revelation, the deepest truth, the part that will shake your life the most. My child, listen with everything inside you now. The atmosphere around your life is shifting as these words reach the deepest places of your spirit. Things you have buried are rising. Things you have avoided are surfacing. Things you forgot you felt are awakening again. This is not to hurt you, this is to free you. You have lived in survival mode for so long that you forgot what it feels like to breathe without fear. To rest without worry. To hope without shaking. You learned to carry pain like it was part of your identity. You learned to accept chaos as normal. You learned to walk with brokenness as if it was something you deserved. But my child, none of that was ever meant to belong to you. You were never created to live in fear. You were never designed to drown in worry. You were never intended to carry shame. You were never supposed to be trapped in cycles of heartbreak. You were never meant to feel forgotten. Those things didn't come from me, they came from wounds that were never healed. Wounds the enemy tried to turn into chains. Wounds he tried to use to define you. Wounds he hoped would silence your destiny. But these spiritual minutes you are standing in right now, they are breaking those wounds open so healing can finally enter. Not temporary healing. Not emotional bandages. No, I am bringing deep, permanent, soul-level restoration. But to receive it, you must let my words reach the places you've kept closed. My child, there are parts of you even you don't look at. Parts that scare you. Parts that confuse you. Parts you wish you could erase. Parts you have hidden for years because you thought they made you unlovable. But I see every part. I know every memory, every fear, every mistake, every moment of weakness, every scar, every regret. And I say this with eternal gentleness, none of it changes my love for you. You think you need to be perfect to be close to me. You think you need to fix yourself before coming to me. You think you need to pretend you're strong to be worthy of my presence. You think your flaws disqualify you. You think your failures made me lose interest in you. My child, those are lies. Lies whispered into your mind by an enemy who never wanted you to know my heart. Lies planted in your thoughts so you would hide from me instead of running to me. Lies designed to make you feel distant, ashamed, unworthy, isolated, forgotten. But my love does not depend on your perfection. My love is not fragile. My love is not conditional. My love does not shift with your mistakes. I have loved you when you pushed me away. I have loved you when you doubted me. I have loved you when you questioned everything. And I love you now. These spiritual minutes are not about exposing your flaws. They are about revealing your worth. You have carried things that were never meant for your shoulders. You have forgiven people who never apologized. You have poured into others who never poured into you. You have stayed loyal to people who treated you like an option. You have silenced your own pain to protect someone else's comfort. You have held yourself together while falling apart inside. And heaven saw all of it. Not one silent cry was ignored. Not one moment of weakness disqualified you. My child, I need you to understand something that will change your life forever. The enemy didn't attack you because you were weak, he attacked because you were chosen. He attacked because you carry a calling he fears. He attacked because he sensed greatness in you before you sensed it in yourself. He attacked because heaven placed something inside you that threatens his plans. He attacked because he saw me preparing you for a future he could not control. That heaviness you fought wasn't random, it was warfare. That confusion you felt wasn't emotional, it was spiritual. That sudden sadness wasn't weakness, it was a battle for your focus. That loneliness wasn't ordinary, it was an attempt to isolate your heart. Those intrusive thoughts weren't yours, they were darts aimed at your identity. My child, you have been in a war you didn't realize was spiritual. And yet here you are. Still longing for peace. Still fighting to rise. This is why heaven is celebrating this moment. This is why the angels watching you are filled with hope. This is why I am speaking to you with such intensity. Because this moment marks the shift from surviving to rising. My child, you think nothing is changing, but everything is changing. You think you are stuck, but you are being repositioned. You think you are late, but you are right on divine timing. You think you are falling behind, but you are being prepared. You think doors closed on you, but I was protecting you. You think people walked away, but I was removing distractions. Nothing you lost was needed for where you are going. Nothing that ended was meant to stay. Nothing that broke you was wasted. Nothing that hurt you was hidden from my sight. Nothing you walked through was for nothing. My child, every battle you faced built something in you. Every heartbreak taught you what love should feel like. Every delay prepared you for what is still coming. Every tear softened your heart for healing. And now, these final spiritual minutes are ushering you into a new chapter. The enemy senses this. He feels the shift. He knows revelation is forming in you. He knows this moment is pulling you closer to me. That is why distraction has been so loud. That is why sudden thoughts tried to pull you away. That is why your phone tempted you to scroll. That is why your heart felt restless. He knows what happens if you receive this message fully. His grip breaks. His lies lose power. His influence weakens. His plan collapses. And heaven's plan takes over. My child, hear me clearly. Your life is not small. Your destiny is not ordinary. There is a calling on you that will make sense only when you step into it fully. You have spiritual sensitivity others don't understand. You feel things deeply because you were made to discern beyond the surface. Your emotions feel intense because your spirit is wired for divine alignment. Your sensitivity is not weakness, it is prophetic design. You have been misjudged by people who don't know your spiritual depth. You have been misunderstood by people who only see your surface. You have been underestimated by people who don't know what I placed inside you. You have been rejected by people who were never assigned to your future. Let me tell you this truth, being misunderstood is the price of being chosen. Being rejected is the positioning for divine direction. My child, you are stepping into a season where everything that broke you will serve a purpose. Everything that confused you will make sense. Everything that hurt you will heal. Everything the enemy tried to silence will become your strength. These minutes are awakening the warrior inside you, the one you forgot existed. Thought you didn't deserve to rise. But you do deserve to rise. You do deserve love. And I am giving it to you, my child. Not in the future, now. Not later, now. Not someday, now. These spiritual minutes were chosen for you. Timed for you. Marked for you. Carved out of eternity for you. But I am not done yet. There is one more part. The final revelation. The deepest truth. The moment heaven has been waiting for. Stay with me. My child, breathe. You have stayed through every wave of this message, and because you stayed, the atmosphere around your life has already started shifting. Even if you don't feel it fully yet, even if your mind is still catching up, even if your emotions are trembling, your spirit knows something has changed. You can feel it in the strange calm settling over you. You can feel it in the soft pull that tells you, this moment is not ordinary. My beloved child, you are now stepping into the final minutes of this divine encounter, the closing of one spiritual chapter and the opening of another. Heaven has been waiting for this moment. Angels have been watching this moment. I have been guiding you toward this moment. And now, finally, you are ready to receive what I have been holding for you. My child, lean in. Do not lose focus. Do not rush. Do not let your mind drift. This final part carries the revelation that ties everything together. Listen to me, you have been walking through life thinking you were forgotten, but heaven has been watching you with a love so deep it would overwhelm you if I showed you all of it at once. Every step you took, every breath you fought for, every moment you almost collapsed, heaven recorded it. Not to judge you, not to shame you, but to redeem you. You keep thinking you are hard to love. You think you are too broken to be chosen. You think you are too damaged to be restored. You think your past has stained your future. You think your mistakes have ruined your purpose. But none of that is true. The truth is this: you were loved before you were wounded. You were chosen before you were broken. You were carried even when you thought you were alone. Nothing you faced diminished your worth. Nothing you suffered erased your calling. Nothing you lost canceled your destiny. My child, you need to understand this next part deeply. The pain you endured did not destroy you, it prepared you. I know you don't like the memories. I know you sometimes wish you could erase entire seasons of your life. I know there are moments you replay that make your heart ache. But every piece of your story has contributed to the strength you carry today. You survived storms that were meant to drown you. You walked through fire that was meant to consume you. You fought battles that were meant to break you. And yet here you are, not defeated, but awakening. My beloved, heaven did not bring you to this moment for nothing. There is a reason you felt the urgency. There is a reason your heart stayed even when your mind wanted to drift. There is a reason you felt pressure, trembling, emotion, and a strange pull that you couldn't explain. Because this is the moment where truth meets destiny. And here is the truth. You are about to step into a season you prayed for, even on the days you felt too tired to pray. I have heard every whisper you ever sent toward the heavens. I have heard every quiet, "God, please help me." I have heard every exhausted, "God, I can't do this alone." I have heard every tear-soaked, "Where are you?" I have heard every uncertain, "Do you still care about me?" And my child, I cared every single time. You thought I was ignoring you, I was protecting you. You thought I abandoned you, I was closer than your breath. This season of your life, the pain, the confusion, the delays, the disappointments, did not happen because you were unworthy. They happened because the enemy saw the future I was shaping for you and wanted to stop it. But he failed. Because you're still here. And because you stayed in this moment long enough to hear my voice. My child, listen, the enemy's greatest fear is happening right now. You are waking up. You are remembering who you belong to. You are recognizing my presence again. You are realizing your worth. You are understanding your identity. You are seeing the truth behind the lies he whispered for years. He wanted you to believe you were forgotten. He wanted you to believe you had no purpose. He wanted you to believe you were alone. But heaven is correcting every lie. You are known. You are valued. You are destined. And now, my child, I need you to hear the most important truth of this entire message. These spiritual minutes are your crossing point. You are stepping out of fear and into boldness. You are stepping out of delay and into acceleration. You are stepping out of brokenness and into restoration. You are stepping out of survival and into purpose. You are not completing a chapter, you are entering a new book. And this new chapter of your life, heaven has already written it. It is filled with breakthrough. It is filled with peace. It is filled with healing. It is filled with new connections, new strength, new opportunities, new direction. It is filled with blessings that were held until you were ready. It is filled with answers you prayed for. It is filled with moments where you'll look back and say, "Now I understand why it had to happen this way." My child, you are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are arriving exactly on time for the life heaven prepared for you. But you must stay awake. You must remain present. You must not allow the enemy to pull you back into old patterns. You must not let fear talk louder than my voice. You must step forward. Because the final spiritual minute of this message carries a shift that will echo far beyond today. Listen closely. I want your heart, not your performance. I want your truth, not your pretending. And I am not letting you walk alone anymore. This moment, this exact moment, marks the beginning of your return to me. And as you come close, heaven will move in ways you have not seen before. Doors will open. Weights will lift. Peace will settle where anxiety once lived. Hope will return to places that felt numb. Joy will rise where sorrow used to live. Strength will replace weakness. Purpose will replace confusion. Because I am not just healing your heart, I am rebuilding your life. My child, the window is closing, but not in fear. In fulfillment. You are not running out of time. You are stepping into divine timing. You are not being warned, you are being awakened. You are not losing anything, you are receiving everything I have prepared. You made it to the end of this message because your spirit recognized my voice. And now heaven whispers one truth over you: this child is mine, and their story is far from finished. Now, my beloved, if you felt me in these words, if your spirit stirred, if your heart softened, if tears came, if your mind quieted, if your soul recognized me, then comment Amen to declare that your awakening has begun. And remember, your faith cannot be shaken if you stand on the one who holds eternity.